All right, let's get into this. So Daredevil episode 3, Daredevil Born Again episode 3 just aired, finished it, and holy bejesus. I mean, everybody's talking about this being slow burn shit. It's a character drama, right? Not only is it a character drama, Daredevil lost his best friend in the very first 15 minutes of the very first episode. Hasn't been Daredevil since because he's trying to do everything through the justice system to prove that he was wrong and Foggy was right. That's the mental state and emotional state that Matt Murdock is in. He's like, I got my friend killed because I didn't listen to him. He did the justice system thing. I'm going to do that. Don't need Daredevil. Now that Hector Ayala got shot in the back of the head, episode 3, Matt's trying to figure out, is there any way that I could do this within the justice system? Then you have that moment where he takes on a new client who stole some kettle corn or whatever, and that guy starts basically being a dick. And then after he's given 10 days in jail or whatever, him and Matt have a dialogue, and his dialogue is basically like, I've been juggled by the courts. It doesn't matter what I do. I lose my money because I go to jail. Then I get out. Then I got to steal something so I have something to eat. And then I go back to jail. It's a never-ending cycle. There's no way out. So throughout this whole episode 4, what was great is during Matt's section, you just start to see the justice system crumbling. Then he has that moment with the officer that tried to kill Hector Ayala. Or we don't know if he was the one that tried to that pulled the trigger on Hector Ayala, but he was the one that was going to court against Hector, whose partner got hit by the train. You have that moment with him where Matt is like, we can't trust anybody. If this guy's whole family is in, the police force, and the police force is all a bunch of nut jobs trying to, fanboy the Punisher. It's just, dude, it's such a good, I don't understand how people can say that it's boring or something. Like, it wasn't a courtroom drama. It wasn't Law and Order MCU this week, but it was Matt's whole thought process around just using the justice system completely falling apart. Justice system falling apart. And I love that. Then on the flip side of that, you get Kingpin, who is just ever so gently getting back into being the fucking Kingpin that we know and love. Daniel, by the way, MVP of the episode. The fact that my man spilled the beans, but was like, I got to go to work. I love this guy. I love my boss. I got to go to work. I can't go out drinking with these ladies. Spills the beans to them on accident because he's drunk. Then whenever he's about to get killed by Kingpin, he's just like, I'm sorry. Like, do whatever. And was just so loyal in that moment that Kingpin forgave him. I love that bit. Kingpin's story has been great. Just getting back to where we know and love him at. And we all knew that we thought Vanessa's lover was the one that Kingpin was beating the fuck out of. Turns out that that's accurate, which is nice. We get the Punisher. Listen, Matt's storyline bubbling about and getting to a point where he goes to the Punisher, and we get that great speech from the trailer, one of the last trailers they released, where he's like, you didn't come here asking for my help. You came here asking for permission, because he's breathing the same air that you breathe, talking about Bullseye. And whenever John Bernthal as the Punisher starts screaming, say his name, if it's not about him, say his name, and Matt can't do it, and Matt starts crying, oh my God, dude. Charlie Cox acting in that is phenomenal. And not only that, the moment that he turns kind of like punk rock and starts beating the shit out of Punisher for a moment, and then starts apologizing, the way he holds his fist and apologizes, he's like, I'm fucking so sorry, man. Like, it's he's so reluctant to apologize. I love it. And then on the opposite end of Charlie Cox and his acting ability being great, John Bernthal just being a fucking animal is out of control. Him, the way he breathes and growls whenever he's like getting hit and stuff. I know that John Bernthal isn't the Punisher in real life, but goddamn, there isn't anybody that's more the Punisher than John Bernthal. Like, I've watched numerous episodes of his podcast, Real Ones, and oh my God, dude, he's such like a sweet guy. He's so nice, but you just know there's this friggin' animal in him that wants to get out all the time, and him as the Punisher allows it to happen. So the acting in this season has been great. The acting in this episode and that scene specifically where it was top notch. Then you get the ending with Muse, which is cool. And right before the ending with Muse, who's draining blood for his like Banksy art or whatever the fuck's going on there, you get Kingpin eating dinner in front of Vanessa's lover, who's in a cage, screaming at him to let him out. And then you get Daredevil, a little montage of Daredevil doing some flicks and tricks with his little Billy Club. Yeah, I mean the episode overall was great. I genuinely love it. I think this episode is the defining moment where it's like, okay, now it's fucking go time. Like we are in Daredevil territory now. The last couple episodes, they were just turning the knob up and up and up, which I really love because you got to know this Matt Murdock and why he's going to snap. Because I guarantee he's killing somebody in this. He's got to kill somebody, whether it be the officer Poland, whether it be he's not going to kill Kingpin, obviously, whether it be Muse, like he's going to kill somebody, and you can just tell based off of like episode 2 when he gets in that fight with those officers and breaks the dude's arm, slams the dude up against the refrigerator and starts screaming like an animal. He's like slowly becoming the Punisher's animalistic side, and I love it, dude. I know I'm bebopping around the whole episode, but god damn, it's so good. Daniel MVP, Punisher was great. I can't wait to see the Punisher just back in full. I love the idea that Matt goes to him and doesn't really know why, and then kind of gets the shit kicked out of him. He doesn't know why he goes to see the Punisher. Might be wrong. I think that he went there to get that fucking jab, to get that animal on him, being like, "Fuck's wrong with you, Red? Like, why aren't you doing this?" And him trying to remain calm and collected, and it just doesn't work, dude. The story's great, and we're seeing I love that they're just giving us crumbs. I love that. If this was a 2-hour-long movie, you wouldn't get any of this shit. You wouldn't get the little details, and the details are what really matter in this show for sure. The details are what mattered in the first 3 seasons of the Netflix Daredevil. The details are everything. And this, if this was a 2.5-hour movie or like a MCU movie that's, Ant-Man size, like 2 hours, you don't get any of this Kingpin backstory stuff with Vanessa. You just get the Kingpin. He's just a big burly guy. He's ready to fight. He's mayor. Nobody knows how. Then you'd get Daredevil losing his friend. There'd be a little montage of him being a lawyer for like a year, and then he'd be back. Like it wouldn't be this deep where you feel every time Matt Murdock cries. You feel the hit to the gut when they say the name Foggy. Especially if you've watched the previous 3 seasons, because Foggy Nelson was the heartbeat. He's the best character in the show consistently. Dude, I just can't. I love these little details, and if this is a full-length movie, you don't get any of this. I can't wait to see him put on that black suit. I really hope we get the black suit with like all black and then the double D, just fat tits on Daredevil. No, the Daredevil symbol in red with the all black and the red eyes. That would be sick. We just saw that actually in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man episode 6, which also a banger show. Yeah, dude, this is it's such a heater. I love everything about it. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a episode of this every Tuesday until the show's over. And then we got Thunderbolts coming out. Oh, then we got Thunderbolts. I'm excited for Wonder Man actually at the end of the year too. I know that's off topic, but just saying. So anytime something releases, just show up here and I'm going to have the goods for you, okay? I'm going to give you some derailing conversation about how good the thing is. I'm going to beep bop around whatever it is because I'm all excited and I got ADHD and I'm just bouncing around. But we're going to get to the core of the problem, or I guess the core of whatever it is we're talking about. And that's just how good stuff is, dude. Let's stay positive. We're calling this the positivity zone. This is called the P zone, dude. That's what I'm gonna call these. The fucking P zone. We're in a pause zone, dude. So yeah, look forward to that next Tuesday. And let me know how you felt about the show. I'm telling you, I love everything about it. Going back and watching the first 3 seasons of Daredevil, it's slow as fuck, and there's so many moments that aren't interesting at all, especially in season 2. I'd make the argument for season 1 being almost entirely uninteresting, but season 2, the Elektra stuff and the hand stuff is just fucking awful. The Punisher stuff rips. This though, all 4 episodes have been super. I've been locked in. Anyway, every Tuesday I'll be here. So like, subscribe. Let me know down below how you felt about the episode. And I will catch you on the next one.